One of the coolest things about tuning your guitar to drop B, so standard E tuning with a low B string on the bottom, is that it kind of sounds like you're combining a bass and a guitar, like this. This would be your bass sound, and you can put all sorts of guitar melodies on top of that, like this. And in the next 8 to 10 minutes, I'm going to write a full track around this tuning to show you what you can do with that. And I'm going to put a big solo on top of it at the end, so you might want to stick around for that. So let's get started. I have this rhythm going on that comes from this galloping kind of delay, and I want to use that for the riff. And this is our riff. And the way I think about this riff is I think about it in halftime, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's pretty slow, but pretty groovy, right? The thing about this riff, though, is it sounds very dangerous, right? It sounds like driving your car at night, cars following you. That's kind of the picture that I have in my mind. It's pretty cool sounding. And I want to focus on that kind of dangerous element of this riff. I want to make it even more dangerous, and there's two ways we can do that. Option one would be to have that kind of like a glockenspiel kind of sound, like really in the background. For this, I'm changing my pickups, going to the middle position here to make it more chimey. It's very simple melodies here, but it makes for a more dangerous feeling, you know? And to put this more in the background, I also turn up the delay level here on my delay, so it's more in the background. Like that, but it's not enough in the background just yet, so I'm turning down my volume to make it even quieter. That would be the first option that we can do, like a glockenspiel kind of sound that is a little bit, you know, simple but dangerous. The other option that we could choose here is to strengthen the rhythmic element here, to play something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more dancey, if you will. Something like this. Also cool, but I like the first element more. Let me know in the comments what you would have gone for. The chimey glockenspiel version or the dancey version. So we're going with this. There we go. You know, now we have this really, really nicely, you know, it sounds atmospheric, it sounds kind of, you know, dark. I have this midnight kind of feeling about it. What I'm noticing now is that it's a little bit too mid-rangey. I need a little bit more bass. So what I'm going to do is I activate my POG, and I add a lower octave just on the bass string here. Remember, drop B tuning, really nice to simulate the bass. Now, I recorded that bass with a delay and it really doesn't sound all that good, so I'm gonna do that again. One more time. We're live. way better. Now it sounds really, really nice to me. It sounds like a full, nice loop, you know? And what we could do next is think about a couple of lead elements we could use here. Since we have this 1, 3, 4 chord combination, meaning B, D, and E, we can pretty much do a lot that has to do with 2 different modes. I'm going to show you how. That would be a lot of minor pentatonic with a lot of the Aeolian mode on top, you know? But since it's 1, 3, 4, you can also get away with Dorian, like this. Both works, actually. And I guess for an interesting solo, what we should do is combine all these things, like minor pentatonic, the Aeolian mode, the Dorian mode. If you want to get deeper into the topics of these modes, these are my 2 favorite modes to use in solos. Check out my melodic solo guitar course. It deals with these aspects of playing cool melodic solos without sounding too boring. Description down below, check it. There you go. Cool little lick and riff and song, if you will, in the drop B tuning. A little bit of inspiration for you. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.